throw out the records when the Territorial Cup hits the Tempe area, or in today's case, right here in Baja, Arizona. We are talking the heated and hated rivals, U of A hosting ASU. It was a red out at Arizona Stadium. I was at the game early on, so still sporting that Wildcat red right here. And this time around, the rivalry saw a starting quarterback at Arizona State who was born and raised in the Tucson area coming back to his hometown in hopes of leading the rival to victory. I'm talking about Marana High School alum Trevor Bourguet. More on Bourguet in just a bit. But first, as usual, the Wildcat fans were represented strong at the pregame tailgates, even with an early kickoff. And on the field, there's Marana High School alum Trevor Bourguet, or Trenton Bourguet rather, while it was senior day for seniors like Keon Bars of the U of A. And right off the bat, Michael Wiley has a case of the runs. Run! 51 yards later, that's a touchdown. Arizona takes a 7-0 lead. And after that, the Wildcats will be D'ing it up. How about Trenton Bourguet's pass being tipped, and Jackson Turner going to come up with that interception after the tip as the Wildcats get the ball right back, but Arizona's drive would stall. No worries, out the punt. The ball will be muffed by Arizona State, and Arizona's Eddie Siamau Sanitoa will recover, but after that, Trenton Bourguet leads ASU down the field, and Xavier Valade cuts the lead to 10-7 with the TD run. And after that, how about Delore and the Wildcats seeming like they're about to score, but the ball will be intercepted in the end zone. Tough break for Arizona, and Marana's very own Bourguet will lead ASU to an 80-yard drive, culminating with the TD pass to Elijah Badger to give ASU a 14-10 lead. Into the second half we go. Michael Wiley will continue where he left off for Arizona, and he is gone with the win. 72 yards later, Arizona would take a 31-21 lead, and now let's head to crunch time. ASU is coming back, and in the fourth quarter, look at Bourguet lead the Sun Devils down the field again, and here he finds Jalen Conyers to give Arizona State the 35-31 lead. The Wildcats would retake the lead up to 38-35, but with just over 3 minutes left, Bourguet and the Sun Devils, they'd be threatening Arizona's Jacob Manu, forces the fumble. The Wildcats, Chioli Savea recovers. Arizona now just has to run the clock out, but it doesn't. Arizona State will get one last opportunity, down by 3 with 1:33 left to play. And Trenton Bourguet with the chance to be a hero, but Isaiah Taylor ruins the party for the Sun Devils with the interception. Bourguet was hit on that one. The Wildcats hold on for the 38-35 victory. Still, props to Marana's Bourguet for throwing for 376 yards and 3 TD passes in the loss. And for a second time, let's go ahead and throw things right back out to Tucson's very own David Kelly, who was on the field for all the excitement. And David, what an historical moment for Coach Jed Fish and his program this evening.
His first win, Paul, in the Territorial Cup game, and this defense today got their first interception in 9 games. They took the ball away from this Sun Devil team 5 times, and I want to show you the last 2 because those were the 2 that were the most important, and they came from the young freshman Jacob Manu. This was the kid that was the last of the Servite kids. You knew Noah Fafita, you knew Teteroa McMillan, you knew Keon Burnett, but this was the last kid they got from Servite High School in Anaheim, and he was the defensive leader for this program down the stretch of the season, making those 2 plays at the end of the game as the Wildcats win it. And afterward, I caught up with some of his defensive teammates about this young man.
Ball player. We all knew that. Appreciate everything he done since he stepped in the building. Baller.
Describe those last 2 possessions defensively for me.
Oh, it was incredible, man. People making big-time plays when they need to be made. It's just unreal.
As you heard Christian Roland Wallace say about Jacob Manu, baller. And he's just a freshman. He'll be back next year, and he'll definitely be the leader of this defense. Michael Wiley, you will hear from him coming up tonight at 10 o'clock, as well as Jed Fish. Wildcats win the 96th Territorial Cup game. I'm David Kelly here at Arizona Stadium. Paul, I'll send it back to you.
Thanks a lot, David. Good job running up and down the field, seeing that historic win for the Wildcats. All right, quickly, Cannondale High School gets set to host a playoff game tonight as South Point and Marana High School will be on the road in the postseason. Of course, kickoffs are set for about a half an hour away. They're all starting at 7 o'clock. I will have full highlights tonight on News 4 Tucson at 10 p.m. of some of those highlight games as well, particularly the home matchup right here in Tucson with CDO. I'm Paul Cicala. We'll be right back.